see if there's any good orders. I got skunked the other night on food delivery. First time in forever. Was out for like 2 hours, got absolutely nothing, no good orders. It has been spring break week, and so honestly, from that point forward, I was like, forget it. I've got other projects to work on at home, and I am continuing to work on my transition from being done with food delivery and moving on to new and next things in life. And so that's what we're going to be doing, is we're going to be talking about some of my next steps that are coming. We'll still have little bits and pieces of food delivery, but it's just going to become a lesser and lesser part of everything that I am doing, because I just have other things that I'm working on and working towards. I believe the same can be true for all of you. If you're looking for freedom from being reliant on food delivery as a primary income stream, or really even as a secondary income stream, I believe there's a lot that we can do. We have a brand new Skool community that is out. It's called the Breakthrough Hustle. It's all about helping you just achieve breakthrough in 5 areas of your life: spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. And so we're super excited about all of that. Good evening to you, Savage Batman. Hope you are doing well tonight. So I believe the last day that I was out doing any food delivery this week was Tuesday, and I believe the last day I actually delivered anything was Monday. So we've been working on some other projects, working on eBay, working on the new Skool group. So I'm super excited about all of that. We actually have onboarding in the Skool group scheduled tonight for 9 p.m. So I will be streaming with you on a side of hustle here through 8 p.m. for food delivery, if there's any good orders that are worth it, because that's a big question, is if it's even going to be worth it. But we're going to see what we can do. There's an absolute glutton of Instacart orders. They're all bad. That's why they're all sitting there. I actually ordered off of Instacart earlier today, so we got that order delivered. Thank you for the like and the share. And for everybody tuning in, double tap that screen. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Super excited to have you here with us today. So we are just rock and roll. We're going to head towards downtown, see what sort of deliveries we can find, if any. It is spring break. It's the end of spring break, so I have no idea. Like I said, I haven't been out delivering for 3 or 4 days, and I can't wait till I get to the point where I'm only out delivering 1 day a week or 2 days a week in total on a regular basis, or maybe not even at all. So I am super thankful for the opportunities that I've had to do food delivery. It has definitely helped us through some hard times, but I am just eager, excited, and ready to move on to bigger and better things. So if that's what you're all about, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Good evening to every one of you. We're going to talk about how do you get off this side hustle trap, right? So like, it's easy to, sometimes it's hard to start a side hustle, but then it's easy to get sucked in to like being forced, like you feel like you're forced to keep doing your side hustle and can't do it. So how do you get out of that? And so one of the best ways that you can do that is you've got to keep gaining new skills. You got to keep pushing yourself to go above and beyond what you already know and learn new things, or take old things that you know and put them into play. If you are excited about that, I need you to click on pin comment right now. Join our free Skool group. So we're talking about how do you get free in your soul, your heart, your mind, your strength, and your wallet. That's what we're going to be talking about over there. I'm going to be doing a live onboarding call tonight. The link is already up in the Skool group. It's absolutely free to join. There will be a paid group for those of you who want to achieve freedom in your life even faster, and have a little bit more of my time and attention with that. But this Skool group that we're talking about here tonight is absolutely free, and we've had people joining in over the last week, and I'm just so excited to see what sort of group of people who are just sick and tired of being stuck in a variety of areas of your life. And I know for me, I'm thankful for what food delivery has provided for me, but I also got to the point where I just got sick and tired of just playing the games that these food delivery apps do. I certainly want to be free from having those be something. It's just not something I want to define my life with. What's for free? What's for me? I think free, act free, be free. Hey, we're all about freedom here, Jeff. And so if you are living the life of freedom right now, go for it. Keep going strong. I encourage you, like, you're good. But I know there's a lot of people out there who are stuck or who just want to take their freedom to a next level in life, and that's what we're doing. I already have some modules and classes up on there. Again, most people charge for basic classes, like actual teaching classes and stuff. I don't I'm not even charging for stuff. We're giving away for free what lots of other creators charge for. And so I'm super proud of what we've developed so far. And as more and more people come on board, I'm just looking forward to keeping on creating more and more things that are just going to help any one of you get free in whatever area, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, mentally. Those are the 5 main areas that we're going to be talking about. So, but I love it. I love the freedom vibe that you got going here tonight, Jeff. So, hey, well, so Jeff, let's talk about that. How do you get, right? Because that's not freedom too, right? Like if you're stuck doing a particular job that you just have to, like, you're stuck there, you don't like the boss, you don't like the work that you have to do. How do you get free? How do you get off of kind of that treadmill of things? And I'd love to kind of take that on a little bit, you know. So it's the interesting thing, right? If you're stuck in your job, you need to start a side hustle, but then you also have to figure out what's your exit plan from the side hustle in the first place, right? So we've got to figure out, what you got to figure out is you got to figure out what sort of income stream can you start to develop outside of your 9-to-5 job, and then start to develop it, allow it to gain the steam that we need to get. By the way, we're going to grab this. This is $10 for 3 miles from California Pizza Kitchen from UberEats. So we just got actually just California Pizza Kitchen, so we just got to get turned around here really quick. So we're going to do that. But yeah, so what you need to do is you've got to figure out what your side hustle is, how you're planning on kind of monetizing it, and then how do you plan on growing it, Jeff, so you can get to the point where your side hustle then becomes your main hustle. And of course, there's lots of different steps about that. But I would encourage you to start by just reverse engineering your life and saying, if you could have your dream setup, what would your dream setup be? And in other words, like, what would your dream, like, obviously we'd all love to be retired living on the beach, but like, if you had to work for a living, which I'm assuming you still do, what would be your dream setup that would help you with like, this is the life I want to live, this is how I want to be making money, this is the way I serve people to make the money that I need to do to pay the bills. So what I would say is I would start with that. Yes, okay, so passive income, right? So if you start with the passive income, but which particular, there's so many different, I don't want to say, there's nothing, I think kind of there is a little bit of a myth of passive income, at least until you're in the super rich category where you're living off of dividends and stuff like that. I mean, it's still going to have to be somewhat active income to get going. But I mean, do you see yourself in the teaching role? Are you a creative? You know, do you see yourself in the YouTube role? Do you see yourself in, you know, serving other people? Do you see yourself as an entertainer? There's kind of a whole bunch of different ways that you can do. And then I would just start to do the research that you need to do and say, okay, this is where I want to go. And let's say this is where I want to be in 5 years, and then start reverse engineering the steps of how you're going to get there. So commercial real estate. Okay. Well, yeah. So that's what I would say, is then you want to start to build out something off of that property. Love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to help you. We're going to help you guys get free. So hold on. We're pulling into this Cheesecake Factory parking lot. I got to check. It's not super busy, so hopefully they're going to let me pull right on up. So this is like $10 for 3 mile. That's what this order is that we are grabbing here from UberEats. So super excited. But yeah, so what you basically want to do, I mean, this is a very crash course in everything. This is not everything all at once here. But you basically want to say, okay, this is my end goal in 5 years. This is where I want to be. And then these are the steps that I want to take that's going to help get me to that point. So hold on 1 second here. I got to talk to. Am I good to pull up for a quick delivery? Thank you. They're not super busy, so I'm asking. I'm working my way out, American Walmart's working my way out. Still doing it, but we're working on my active exit plan. Hold on, I'll be right back, because I am in the midst of a pickup right now. Hold on. All right, so initially we were headed toward the Crust Pizza, which is where we like to go normally. So hopefully Jeff, that's kind of the way I've been doing things, is figure out where you want to end and then start to reverse engineer how you're going to get there, like what the steps are, and just break it in. And you got to pick a realistic time frame, otherwise you're going to get overwhelmed. All right, so let me talk a little bit about where things are at for me in general. I don't know if there will ever be a time where I'm just not doing any food delivery whatsoever, because it's such at the heart and the original part of this channel. I need to get to the point for me though where I am DoorDashing for entertainment only, not for money. So I need to move away from DoorDashing because I have to, and simply because either I want to or because I'm helping other people by actually testing things out for them and creating the content that they need to be successful. So, but I need to move away from the fact of relying on DoorDash as my primary income. It's just, there's just a limit. I just can't get ahead. It takes too many hours to make the money that I need to make. So I am just on a path of trying to figure out exactly how I can get to the point where I am making the money that I need to make from other ways. And then I still foresee the idea of doing, maybe like one night a week being like the DoorDash hangout, like maybe it's the Saturday night ride along or something like that, something along those lines. But I've got two main, so I've got a long-term. So I'm trying to take all the things that I enjoy most in life, and I'm trying to center my work around those things. Okay, so I enjoy sport, so that's the separate Metropolitans sports channel here on YouTube. Okay, so I want to take something that I enjoy doing and make sure that I can eventually make some money of doing a thing that I enjoy doing, right? So that way, yes, even though it becomes work, that way I'm working in the midst of doing something that I want to do. However, that is going to be a long way away from supporting itself. Obviously I got to be consistent and keep showing up, and that's the Metropolitans, the baseball, football channel. And so doing that, but it's a slow grind to build a YouTube channel from scratch, as we've talked about on here. The other part of this is, though, that I also want to help people achieve freedom. Like, if you've been hanging around here for any period of time, you know that I'm passionate about that. And I'm passionate about helping people avoid making the same stupid mistakes that I've made in life. And so I really am trying to design a life that is all around that, helping people speed through the process of overcoming or avoiding mistakes. And so that's where things are set up, and it's something that I'm so much more passionate about helping people on a deeper level than just merely dropping off food at their door. And if there were certain things about food delivery that were different, I could certainly see myself sticking with it longer. But the fact is, the way these apps are just designed, it's really difficult because they don't reward you for serving people at a premium level. Certainly there's a reward in being a premium servant, but the apps themselves do not give you any sort of loyalty or positive customer service rewards or anything like that. What they do is they just reward you for doing all their dirty work and taking all the bad orders. And so basically that's where when I realized over a long period of time, as we've talked about, over many months, when I realized these apps have zero concern about customer satisfaction, driver satisfaction, they don't care about any of those things. And I've seen this multiple times. It's like, I gotta figure out what my escape plan is. Kira is how I would say it. So let me know if I got that wrong. How's it going? So we're on our way. We're delivering a $10 for 3 Mile Cheesecake Factory here. Or no, not Cheesecake Factory. California Pizza Kitchen. Different C restaurant. California Pizza Kitchen, $10 for 3 Mile. We're like a mile away here on that. So yeah, so my goal is to be helping people, and I love doing what we do here on the ride-alongs, except I can't give full attention on a ride-along to truly helping people the way I want to help people. And so that's why I'm just like, okay, I got to figure out the way to still keep helping people, help people with breaking through the code, understanding food delivery, gig delivery, because I know for a lot of people, it is just an area that you get into, but it's maybe not the area that you want to stay into. And it's like, I got to figure out how to help people maximize the amount of money they make. How do you get as much out of these apps as quickly as possible so you can move on to the next phase of life? And I still care about that, because that's where I am, and that's where I realize. But I want something so much more for all of you, just like I want something more for me, which is really just unlocking the freedom in life to be able to serve people exceptionally well, and at the same time get paid for serving people exceptionally well. And that's what I'm all about. So that's why we have the brand new, it's a free Skool community. So there is going to be a paid group eventually, obviously. Well, it does exist. We're gonna try to, find people who are really wanting to level up quickly into the paid group, but the free group is there. As an added bonus, my wife is also in the free group too. So she's done a little bit of stuff on YouTube, but she's much more comfortable, typing or doing some pre-recorded stuff eventually. And so I'm excited to have her. So I just invite you all, click on that Skool group, come on in, join, it's free. And we're going to be doing an onboarding tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I can give you the basic rundown of what the group's going to be all about, how to use Skool if you're not familiar with it. Skool is like gamified learning, so it's got the context of some other, like a Facebook or different things, but it's very much centered around learning, growth, development, that sort of stuff. So again, I would encourage you to go ahead, sign up, and I just really want to dig into getting to know you guys on a deeper level and different things as well. So that's what we are talking about a lot here tonight. And so we are like about a half a mile away from this drop-off from California Pizza Kitchen. So I'm not giving up on helping people who are doing food delivery, how to maximize all the different tips and tricks. But there's a small portion of people who can see themselves doing food delivery for the rest of their life. And that's great. And for those of you who are there are so many good channels out there that will help you for the years and years to come for doing it and being the best you can for the rest of your life. However, I know there's a lot of people out there who are like me, who kind of got thrown into food delivery, and it's not really where you want to be. It was the only thing that was available to you. And so I want to help people who got stuck in this, or just feel stuck in their job. Like we were talking to Jeff, who's just feeling stuck in his job. Like, I want to help you guys get free through things that I have been learning, and it's like, I've just always been, even in my times where I was more selfish, I was selfish under the guise of helping other people. It's just a natural, innate drive that I've had to help other people. And it's like, I'm ready to just go full bore into that. And I want to create content that is going to be focused on helping other people, and even food delivery content. I want to be that, and I want to be able to give more of my focus versus like what I'm able to do while I'm driving. Because again, I don't know if people are commenting and stuff right now. I don't know any of these. Gate will automatically open. All right, I'm gonna let them know that I've arrived. Michael, good evening. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am doing well.
Awesome.
There's
Thank
that,
you so
and
much.
there's that. Yep.
So
You
nice.
got it out? All right. Have a great night. Well, there is a perfect handoff drop-off. Didn't even have to unbuckle the seatbelt. Came out to meet us. We're going to turn everything right back on. The only thing we had off was DoorDash. Anyway, that's what it's all about. So if you're looking for some freedom in your life, I'd encourage you to make the jump over to Skool. It's like what we talk about here, but it's going to be on a much deeper level. Not going to have all the same constraints. There's kind of have freedom to pop in and out of the Skool group whenever it works for your schedule. And as I learn everybody's schedule, I'm going to kind of make sure that I am moving in and out and scheduling my schedule around that as well for you. And so like right now I've been doing like onboarding calls and Zoom calls at night because that's what fits my schedule. But as we learn, so we're going to get stuff, but it's just going to be like dig down, dirtier, deeper. And even like a lot of the smaller types of videos that I would make for YouTube that didn't get a lot of play, I'm going to still make those. But I'm just going to put them inside the free group where it's focused on people who are truly like ready for that life transformation sort of thing. And then that's going to free me to maybe make a few less videos on YouTube, but make them higher quality YouTube videos. So I want to make some like higher quality, you know, if I'm going to do a ride-along video that's going to teach people how to do stuff, then I'm going to make a high-quality ride-along video that's going to stand the test of time on YouTube, at least until everything changes again, you know, for all these apps and stuff like that. So appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupidly broken to fully free in soul, heart, mind, strength, and wallet. So if that's what you're all about, that's what I'm all about. I'm here to help you and do that, as well as hang out with you, answer any sort of questions, challenge you, encourage you, be a listening ear for your frustrations. So Frank, I believe Roadie is one of the ones that I am waitlisted on. I believe I'm waitlisted on a Roadie. I think I'm waitlisted on more apps than I'm actually on right now. I'm waitlisted on Delivered, Amazon Flex, Walmart Spark, Roadie, a couple others too. So I think Roadie, is Roadie the one? There's another one that does like big deliveries. I tried to get on that while I still owned a cargo van. But now I don't have the cargo van anymore. But I really wanted to try to do some large delivery stuff at that time. But yeah, so right now I'm running DoorDash, UberEats, Instacart, Grubhub, and then I also have 2 catering, Deliver That, and Zifty, and then Shipped, which I rarely use, but I haven't. So those are the apps that I'm currently running. So if you have hopped on and joined the Skool group, make sure let everybody know. I'm super excited to see that we already have some people from the channel over there. So if you're regulars on the channel, you're going to recognize some of the names, some of the faces maybe too. As not only am I on there, but my wife is also on there. And so Depot, Lowe's, Tractor Supply, Walmart, CVS, Pharmacy. That's good information, Frank. Because I used to see like a fair amount of Walmart on Uber Eats, but I don't even see them on Uber Eats anymore. So I'll have to check and see. I actually have a folder on my phone I check about once a month, just in case anything goes. I think I'm almost unlocked on Delivered. I think I was like pending some information there or something like that. So that's the next one that I'm hoping to get soon, is just get one more catering app unlocked. All right, I guess I'm gonna take this. It's a good drop-off location. It's $15 for 6 miles from Papa John's. Is it? It says 2, but I think it's 2 orders for the same customer. So yeah, so we're gonna take this 15 for 6 from Papa John's. Stardashians, how's it going tonight, Eric? I'm doing well here. I hope you are doing well. we took a $10 for 3 Mile California Pizza Kitchen. Now we're taking 15 for 6. Technically it's a double, but both items are picked up from Papa John's and going to the same customer. So I think they just, like, a lot of times it happens where they accidentally, you know, they forget to order something, then they throw in a second order or whatever. So anyway, that's going to put us hopefully right at about $25 for our first hour. So yeah, so we got lots of things going on. This is the first orders that I've delivered since Monday. I went out on Tuesday for 2 hours, live streamed it, got absolutely no orders were taken for 2 hours. Gotcha. So you got some transition. So when are you moving? Do you know when you're moving? Yeah, so like, and for me, like I was sharing before, I'm trying to make this transition out. My goal was to be out of food delivery as a primary income source by April 1st. I don't think I'm going to quite hit that, but I'm still pushing to get out of food delivery as a primary income source as quickly as possible. Especially since the busiest part of our season is almost over here. You know, March, maybe into early April, but certainly by Easter, everything's going to die down. It's like, I'm just tired of fighting for orders for everybody else. And, you know, they keep dropping how much they pay on these orders and people keep taking. And so, it's just not something that I want to sustainably do for the long term. When did your wife realize that she loved me? You know what? I don't know. I don't know when she realized it. Our dating was pretty quick. So we dated for only about, now we were older too, so I'm not saying what other people should or shouldn't do. But I believe I was in my 30s already when we started dating. So I think it's a little bit easier to go fast from dating to marriage when you're old. If you're either really young and you have zero responsibilities, or you're older and you've just kind of taken control of life in general. So I really don't know. Yeah, no, for sure. And so I still foresee there's going to be certain things that I'm always going to do with food delivery. Like, I'm planning on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day next year, I'm going to go for the $800 in one day. Like, there's still going to be things that I could still see doing, potentially like Saturday night deliveries or doing some delivery challenges. I still even see making some delivery content, but ultimately, like, the goal here is I want scalable income, and I want that for all of you. I want income where you can keep making more and more and more. I mean, we've tried every last little trick in the book that we know of on this channel, and on the best of the best days that you're talking about, which was like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day this year, for 24 hours straight, you know, I made basically $30 an hour for 24 hours straight. And that was absolute, like, that was maxed out. That was barely anything going wrong. It's just the most you can do. You know, I mean, occasionally if you got like the catering deliveries, you could probably average more per hour, but could you do it? Can you do it per week? You know, can you average $50 an hour over a 40-hour week on catering and delivery? Maybe in the right market, maybe. And if you're super dedicated to it, but even so, you're still maxing out at $50 an hour. You know, meanwhile, you got to remember, there are people out there, and they're not the ones that are doing food delivery. There are people out there who are making $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 an hour. And I'm not saying I know how to do that, but I want to learn, right? Like, just because I don't know how to do it doesn't mean that I don't want to learn. Yeah, so we just arrived here at the Papa John's. Wow. What's the 9 items? There's like 12 items in this delivery here. So, and I'm just tired of battling. I'm tired of jumping through hoops to get better orders instead of just being rewarded for good service. We got cheese sticks, all sorts of things like that. What's in that order? Is this just condiments? Oh, they just ordered some extra cheese sauce. All right, so sounds good. Appreciate you, Stardashians. We'll talk again soon. Good luck with your move for sure. Good luck. Looking forward to hearing about it on the other side. All right, I'm gonna go grab this. We're gonna throw the sign up here. Oh, is that the sign? It's not even, there it is. It is the sign. It was just inside out. All right, throw up the BRB sign. Pump up the air conditioning, cool this puppy off a little bit. I'll be right back with you. Oh, it's gonna knock the sign down. Come on, sign. Sign fell down. How's it going, Corey? Good evening to you. We got that first order picked up. So we're gonna go get this dropped off, and then if we have time, we got ourselves another like $10 for 1 mile from Rosati's, which is another pizza place in town. So that'll be 3 pizza orders in a row. But the question is, can we get back to the Rosati? I got to drop off the DoorDash first. Figure out how to get out of here first. Wow, they're making me like click verify every single thing here. Like, I can't open the packages to know if I can verify stuff or not. Oh, ridiculous DoorDash. Can't verify the order. Bag is sealed. I'm just going to mark that from everything else. Ridiculous DoorDash. Stop having us do stupid things. Stupid things. Don't have us do stupid things. Yeah, like, I'm just marking on all of them, the bag is sealed. It's not my job. I mean, obviously, if there's like something that I can fix, like obvious, there's no drink or something, but no. I stopped doing DoorDash for like 5 days and they come back with more stupid changes. How about we just get rid of this stupid on-time rating? Can't you fix the most obvious, evident thing? Fix that first. All right, well, that being said, I'm not going to get upset about it that much. I got better things to worry and concern myself with. All right, so we are delivering this Papa John's, and then if we can get back in time before we get timed out, we have a Rosati's pizza order on UberEats. That's what we're doing to keep things. Hey, Raj, we're not going to come in disparaging other people's belief systems. I've got my belief systems. We talk about them in here, but that's not how you come into a room. All right. Yeah, I'm not actually here. The crazier thing is that you're hallucinating not real people, Taco. That's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is you're hallucinating people who don't actually exist. And what does that make you if you're hallucinating someone who doesn't exist? Rare Ask, how's it going? Hope you are doing well tonight. All right, so we're doing this delivery. What we're talking about tonight is why and how you can move from where you are, whatever your current life situation is, to a life of more freedom. It sounds like you don't even need anything because you're hallucinating me at the moment. So that's the crazy part. That is what's so much crazier than me not existing, is that you're hearing me talk to you while I'm not existing. So we're gonna go drop this off, do that. We're talking about how do you get from where you are to the ultimate freedom you want to achieve in life. And so we've got a free Skool group. That is the pinned comment. So make sure you get signed up. We're going to be diving in where there's already a bunch of content. There's some modules or classes that are already posted in there. And you're early on. So there's a leaderboard that rewards people for good, engaging content, making good posts, and really kind of taking the leadership in your education head on. So we're going to talk about how do you achieve freedom spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially keep using it, and you're going to only get better with time. Your English is better than I am in any other language, so we won't hold that against you. No worries. No worries whatsoever. So, that pinned comment in the chat, make sure you click on that. Go get signed up for our free Skool group. We're doing onboarding tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. That is in just about 3 hours. Just about 3 hours, we are going to be doing onboarding in Skool. Kind of do a one-on-one, get to see you face-to-face, answer any questions that you have. So I'm super excited about that. So click on through. We want to just get you going in your freedom journey. That group is free, always has been free, always will be free. There is going to be a separate paid group for people who really want to dive in and start to gain freedom at a faster rate. We're going to dig in deeper, and you'll have a little bit more of my attention and time in the paid group. But you don't have to join that if that's not for you. Come check out the free group, see if that works for you. Absolutely would love to have you there, sharing with you a little bit of my journey to freedom, and then also how I can help you in your journey to freedom as well. So that's Skool, Skool. Make sure you click on that link, or if you're watching this on replay, it is the first link in the description down below. So we are 2 miles away from our drop off here. We're going to go drop it off, and then we're going to turn back around and head to our pickup. Yeah, so I will do. So Jeff, if you join the Skool group, just make a post, and I can give you kind of the in-depth. I'll give you the overview of it right here. Okay, so you're gonna pick your end goal. You're gonna pick the reasonable time frame based on your research of how long it's gonna take you to hit that end goal, and then you're gonna reverse engineer. In other words, you're gonna find what are the steps that you need to take, and what are the rough time periods that you would expect them to take to hit those particular goals. So I don't know too much about, getting a commercial property developed, but let's say I would think, just based off of my rough knowledge, I would think a 5-year plan on that would be reasonable. Okay? Again, not an expert in it, but let's say you do the research and you find out getting to a commercial property with income coming in off of it is reasonable within 5 years. So then you would say, okay, you're going to start at the 5 years, and you're going to say, this is the goal. So by, what year are we? So by March of 2030, you want to have income coming in off of this property. Now, maybe you want to push that goal up sooner. Maybe that sounds a little too fast. I don't know. I can't speak to you, because some of it's going to depend on the steps that you need to take. But then obviously, before you can have that, you got to find out how, you got to find a renter that's going to come into the property. So you got to figure out how long that's going to take. Okay, is that about 3 months? So then you would go, say, December of 2029. That's when you'd want to be making sure you have that. Now, how long is it going to take to find someone to get them to sign lease? So maybe there's another 3 months. So maybe by September of 2029, you need to make sure that your property is marked as available for 6 months out. And then you're going to keep taking all the necessary steps back that you need to get to where you need to be within that context of having this property rented out. And so then you got to talk about, the building of the property, how long that's going to take. We'll kind of have all of your steps. And then once you reverse engineered it, then you start going back in real time going forward, and you start to piece all those things in. You say, okay, whatever your first step is. So maybe your first step is, figuring out what are the costs for building permits, right? That might be your first step. I don't know. Again, this isn't an area I've researched, Jeff, so I can't dive in super deep on it, but let's just say that that's what you determine is your first step. Your first step is, I got to figure out how much I need to save up for building permits, or how much I need to save up to clear the land, right? Like whatever you determine your first step is, and you're going to do that. And if you need to, you even break that first step down into smaller bits until you don't know what to do. Now, let's say you're completely stuck and you know the end goal, but you don't know what you want to do. Then this is where an AI software like a ChatGPT or some of the other ones out there could 100% do that. And so you say, I have a 5-year goal to have a rental property, a business rental property on my property. These are the dimensions of the property. Currently the land is cleared, or currently the land is not cleared. Give me step-by-step breakdown with approximate costs based off of current costs in 2025, and give me a detailed outline of what that might look like. Yeah, just if you don't know where to begin, okay, start with ChatGPT if you don't know where to begin, and then start from there, and then you can use that outline to start to figure things out. So I do this very regularly. So in fact, I did it today with trying to figure out of how do I work to transition this channel that has been, it's been about life improvement, but it's been a strong emphasis on food and gig delivery work. So how do I keep doing what I'm doing, but make the channel or help the channel transition? And so then I brainstormed a variety of ideas of how to move from that. So, and again, I can show you more in depth exactly what I would do and what that would look like, Jeff, in the group. So I would love to just have that time and opportunity to work with you on doing that. Night Watcher, no. So there's going to be a paid Skool group, but this Skool group that is in the link is free and always will be free. So it's a free Skool group. You'll have access to me, you know, and again, I'll have more time, right? So like I would love to be sitting at a computer and helping Jeff right now, but I can't do it because I'm working, right? So what the Skool group is going to afford me is Jeff can go in and post his question in there, and then I can answer it. Plus, as we build up the community, there might be someone in there who already has a commercial property for rent, and they could say, hey, these are some things that I've actually learned. These are things that you should do or shouldn't do, or be aware of that. And so that's why we want to build out a nice network for all of that. Just saw a $47 Instacart, but it's for like 25 miles away, so that doesn't really help us. All right, we are almost, I got to find this house here, and then we're going to see if we can get doubled back to our other pizza delivery order. So yeah, that Skool group that is in the link, it is completely free, and we're onboarding in it tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, so I can talk with you, see you face to face, and do that. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna double back, see if we can still grab this other Rosati's pizza order. So yeah, so if you are interested in the community, diving in deeper, if you like the conversation that we have here, but you wish it could last longer or basically never end, Skool is going to be the place to go to. Eventually I'm still figuring out, I'm learning things like Zoom and figuring out the best place, but you know, we'll still have some like private YouTube videos and stuff like that are going to be just for that group as well. We'll occasionally, I'm working on figuring out a schedule. This was our spring break week, so I was trying to spend a little extra time with the kids this week while they're home from school, both to have kid time and also to keep my wife from going crazy with having them nonstop for 7 days. And that's a big part of too of kind of trying to make this jump is I want to make sure that I can be around and be with my kids more and not have to be going out doing food delivery for supper time when I could be eating and having supper with my family. Like there's a lot of steps, a lot of reasons I'm making these steps. But the biggest is I love helping people, but there's really a limit as to how much you can help people with food and gig delivery work. And I really want to help people on a much deeper level. And so, but don't worry, there will still be ride-alongs. They're just going to be not as many. There will still be some food delivery content work, but it's going to be much more focused on really helping people maximize their earnings and then being able to move on to other things. So we're just going to keep trying to push in to develop this Skool community. Like I said, we've got stuff in there. I've got classes and modules in there for free that other people would charge for. It's like I'm giving away stuff that other people would charge for because I know not everybody's in the position to be able to pay for school classes and pay for education on some of this stuff. That's why I'm just giving it away because I get it. I'm there myself. I've had to learn YouTube without paying for things. I've had to learn food delivery without paying for things. Like, so I understand where people are at, and that's my goal is to help you solve as many problems as you possibly can without having to pay a penny for them. And if that's just by networking, if that's by stuff that I know, or if it's connecting you to people that I know who can help you, whatever that ends up being, that's what I want to be here to help with. So, all right, so we are on our way back to Rosati's Pizza. We're going to see if we make it back in time before our order gets canceled on us. Never know. It's a little bit of a risky thing, but Rosati's is generally slow. So I'm actually fine getting there a little bit later. It's also on UberEats, so I'm not particularly worried about any sort of late violation, contracty type of stuff. So. Hope everybody is doing well here tonight. So we are rocking and rolling on a Saturday night. So the most awesome thing that you could do for me, and honestly I believe that you could do for yourself, is to join our brand new Skool group, the Breakthrough Hustle. It is free. Will always be free, that group. And so we're doing an onboarding tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. In 3 hours, I'm going to stream here with you for the next 2 hours through 8 p.m. And then we're just going to be doing our absolute best to just help you guys achieve freedom for your soul, heart, mind, strength, and wallet. 5 areas. And I think once you start to get all of those going, it doesn't mean your life is going to be perfect. What it means is you're going to be free to have the flexibility to do the things that are most important to you, to serve people around you, make an impact in the world around you, in your community, in your churches, in your schools, in all of those areas. And I'm super excited about it because I know we're just barely scratching the surface of how we can literally go around and change the world. So, but to get there, you might need that breakthrough, and I want to provide the community for you. Or honestly, even if you're to the point where it's like, look, I want to start helping other people, but I don't know where to begin. I've had my breakthrough. Join the Skool group and just start finding ways to interact and help other people in there too. It's a great way to start practicing service if you don't really know how to serve other people in the real world. You can start by serving other people with the knowledge that you have in the virtual world, because they're still real people, even though it's the virtual world. So. We'll track a little bit of New York Mets baseball tonight. I'm not going to follow too much, but that game is starting here in a few minutes. There's no video of the Mets game tonight, so we're at $25 in our first hour of delivering here, so that has worked out great so far. There's always a chance of a hidden tip on our one UberEats order that we did, though I don't think it probably will be. It was pretty small, pretty low. Kevin, how's it going? How is life to the north of me? I hope you are doing well. I saw your email too that you sent me, so it's really cool seeing how you were featured again. Kevin is a celebrity in Tampa. So super excited to be with you guys here tonight. It's already a much better night than Tuesday night when I delivered for 2 hours and literally took 0 orders. So I just took a little bit of a, we'll take what we can get. We're about a mile away from this Rosati's, and we'll see if we still have the order after all that. It's a big enough order that I think it was worth it to take the risk. It's a couple of pizzas plus wings plus breadsticks or something like that. So, how's it going, Bill Jensen? Good evening to you. I hope you are doing well. So super excited to be with you guys tonight. If you haven't yet signed up for our free, F-R-E-E, free for freedom, free school group, that is the pinned comment. I'd love to have you join. We've got some good conversations getting started in there. People are starting to share. We really want to build out the community. Awesome. That is great to hear, Bill. I am blessed as well. But how does Dave Ramsey answer that? He's always like, better than I deserve. Better than I deserve. So, yeah, so I'm just super excited about just building out some community here as I'm starting to kind of make some life transition things, not completely going away from food delivery altogether, but trying to move out from food and gig delivery as being my primary income. That's really the transition that I'm trying to make, and kind of on a journey of just helping as many people as I possibly can and doing what we can do to just help people achieve freedom. It's such a great line. I got to come up with my own line that's like that, but better than I deserve. Alright, let's go. We got a green light. Let's drive those cars. Let's drive those cars. Alright, so we're going to go see if we still have this Rosati's pizza order. And hopefully it'll be ready because we did that one last delivery here. A couple of pizzas, wings, and breadsticks, I believe, is what this order is. In the lane behind the slowest car. So yeah, hop on board that school group. We're going to do onboarding tonight at 9 p.m. It'll be a Zoom call. I already have the link up. Hopefully I'll have it right and do it right here tonight. So I'm learning new things. I mean, I've been on Zoom calls, but I've never really hosted them before. So it's kind of a little bit of a learning curve with that, and shall see. Alright, lots of cars parked in over here today. We're going to park right up by the road here in the shade, barely. Alright. Yeah. Oh, 2 pizzas, mozzarella sticks, and wings. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. order is done. Ridealong, how's it going? We literally have to go like 1 mile to drop this off. They're like, we've been waiting for you. I'm like, yeah, well, got here as soon as I could. The amount of times I've been waiting for them, I like them. They're friendly people, but the amount of times I've had to wait for orders from there for like 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's okay if they have to wait for me every once in a while too. All right, so we just got to drop this 1 mile away. And then we'll get everything on. This is going to put us at $35 in about an hour and 20 minutes. So we're doing okay. So you can find another like $15 order after this. It's basically all I really want. 2 orders that are like $12.50. So yeah, so we've got our brand new Skool, Skool. It's a free group. It's gamified learning. It's really a lot of fun. And so it's a great way. If you've got some good ideas, you'll get rewarded for them quickly as people like them, as people post and share. I'm super excited about all of that. It's just going to be a perfect place for me to take a lot of the teaching stuff that I like to do on here, but have it in a format where people can get to it whenever it works best for them. Go, and we got ourselves a $12 for 2 mile on UberEats. We haven't even gotten this drop off yet. They've already sent us the next one. $12 for 2 mile from Van Cuban Cafe, which is right by where we are dropping this off. They also tend to be a little bit slow, so hopefully the fact that we got it now means that that order will be ready after we get this dropped off. We have to go 0.2 miles and we've got our pizzas dropped off. So far we've been running non-stop with $10 plus orders for 3 miles or less. If it could be like this all the time, obviously this food and gig delivery would be a lot easier if it was like this all the time, but it's Saturday night, so at least we're out here making that money. Let's see, where is this? Is it right here? It's not the first one, so it's got to be the second one. Can't read that number. Well, the next one's 21, so it's got to be this one. Their number is peeling off their mailbox. All right, hold on. We're going to go drop this off. All right. We gotta go to our next pickup. This is Van Cuban Cafe. It's about 1.5 miles away. Let's see if this order is ready. This is like $12 for 2 miles. I'm gonna go up a little further. They want me to turn right here, but I'm gonna turn right where I can get a light because I gotta turn left onto the main road. Appreciate everybody being here with us tonight. So we're hanging out, delivering some food. We have completed 3 deliveries already in 1 hour and 8 minutes of streaming. So that's pretty good. It's nice when you can get $10 plus for 5 miles or less. That's what the standard is on this channel. Find orders that are $10 or more for 5 miles or less. Keeping everything at $2 a mile. Keeping relatively local. Only take stuff that's like super high mileage if you're getting well compensated for it. I'm talking like $3, $4 a mile, because you probably got to drive all those miles back anyway. So then in the end, it'll still only be $2 a mile. But I hope everybody is doing well. Happy Saturday to all of you. We're waiting at a red light, but it's also very bright. But I love it. It's like 6:15. And the sun is still high in the sky. No sunset for a while here. Are you guys noticing it that are further up north? You should be really starting to see the day. You should be gaining 3, 4, 5 minutes a day, depending on how far north you are at this point in time. All right, we got to go about another half mile down. Go pick up this order. It's actually not a huge order, but we'll take it. Paying us $12, and I think we only have to go like a mile or two after we pick it up for the delivery. So that's good. Staying busy. I got to make sure I don't lose my DoorDash here. So we're right by the restaurant, but we gotta wait for green light here, make a left across traffic. I'm gonna go pick this up, drop this off. This will put us at, where is it gonna put us? $47 in probably about an hour 40. So a nice start to supper time here tonight. There we go, there's our light. And here's our parking spot. All right, we're gonna try sign again. Sign was being ornery earlier. We'll try it again. Maybe I'll change the angle of the fans a little bit here. No, sign does not want to stay up today. What is up with you, sign? Come on, be better, sign. All right, well, we're gonna try it. No, this is not gonna work. Oh, your sign, BRB. Be back shortly. Hold on. minutes, took 13. I love my restaurant workers, but man, do they not have any clue about time. I don't understand why or how consistently. All right, the good news is we don't have to go 1 mile. So at least it's a short drive, and we'll be back at it here hopefully in just a few minutes. We're gonna go get this order dropped off. Find whatever happens to be next. I'm gonna be streaming with you guys for the next hour and a half, so we are 1.5 hours in. 1.5 hours to go. We were on a blistering pace, slowed down just a little bit with that delay. But we're still in pretty good shape here. We're gonna be at $47 in just over an hour and a half. So in 3 hours in delivery on a Saturday night, I'd be looking to get like $75, something like that. So really only looking for another $30 over the next hour and a half. It's 3 $10 orders would be perfect if we can find them. So we'll see what we can get. Good evening to every one of you. Happy Saturday. This is the Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupidly broken to fully free in heart, soul, mind, strength, and wallet. We're sitting at a red light. We're going to make our left turn here. We have to go less than a mile to drop off this order from Van Cuban Cafe. I know it was a slow restaurant, but I had gotten the order before I had dropped off the last one, so I was hoping, apparently incorrectly hoping, but hoping that it was going to just be quick. But it's not. And now we're stuck at a red light. That's a long red light. So that's what we got for right now. Got DoorDash is paused. I'm just going to reset it here real quick. Unpause and repause. Smells really good. Whatever is in here, something citrusy. It's Cuban food, so I don't know exactly what it is. Chicken churrasco salad, lechon asado with black beans and rice, pollo a la cubana with black beans and a side salad. So, but I can definitely smell the citrusy, like is it tagine? Is that how you say it? Kind of that lime seasoning. Ooh, it's bright. Half mile to go here on this drop off. It's our 4th delivery of the night, our first one that is not pizza, but all of them have been $10 or more for basically 3 miles or less. So that's good. Even if you get stuck at a restaurant, it's always nice to know, well, you don't have to drive a mile. Only got to drive a mile, and then you're right back at it. Trying to hit us with another order here. Not quite ready for that yet. Let's see what we got. Which one do we want? We want the 29, 50. All right, we're drop this one off and hunt for our next order. Delivered. All right. I'm gonna get DoorDash back on, see if there's any good DoorDash orders out there. Zigzag through some back roads here. Yeldell, how's it going? Good evening to you. Happy Saturday. So we are at about $47 and we're at about an hour 40 right now. So we're just looking for 3 more $10 orders in the next hour and a half to get to our $75 and 3-hour goal. So that's what we are doing. We've completed 4 orders, 3 pizza deliveries from 3 different pizza places. Papa John's, California Pizza Kitchen, and Rosati's, those 3, and then Van Van Cuban Cafe was our last one here. And then, so those are our 4 deliveries that we've done in just over an hour and a half. And we're just gonna head back towards the main road, see what we can find. Talking tonight all about our brand new community, the Skool group, Skool. It's the pinned comment. So as you're hanging out with us here tonight, make sure at some point click on over, get signed up. We just have a growing community there, helping people gain freedom spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. So it's all about freedom, finding freedom in all those different areas. So really excited about it. We're going to be doing an onboarding call, teach you all about Skool, how to get the most out of the group. That's going to be tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So little less than 2 hours away. We've got that, and so I'm excited to kind of see you there, meet you, do a little more interaction there, face to face, than what we can do just when we're hanging out on the YouTube. All right, so far we have completed 4 deliveries. Every single delivery has been $10 or more. Every single delivery has been 3 miles or less. It's been absolutely beautiful. We'll see if we can keep this rolling here for the next hour and a half. In fact, it's the first time we've been sitting without an order here for a few minutes, but we're not quite near anything great. So we're going to head towards the north. One of our favorite pizza places that we have not yet delivered from tonight, the Crust Pizza. Stuck at another red light. That's definitely been one of the themes here tonight. So yeah, if you hop on over to that pinned link in the comments, that is our Skool group, Skool. It's a gamified learning system, and I'd be really excited and honored if you would come over, check it out, see if it might be the sort of place that would work for you to try to start finding freedom in different areas of your life. We already have some people from the channel over there hanging out, and I would just love to have you join us. And so kind of taking on all these areas that you can just get stuck, trapped, and so if there's areas that you're looking for freedom in your life, it's just definitely a great place. I'm super excited to have that put together for you, and would love for you to join us. Am I being held hostage? Well, by my own dumb decisions and the debt that I'm working out of, yes, technically. Technically, yes, my debt. How's it going, Calamus? Hope you're doing well here tonight. We're out doing some food delivery, having some fun, making a little bit of money, and talking about how to get free in life. And so we've got our Skool group, so go on over, click on that pin link, check it out, see if it's something for you. We've got some good topics in there and lots of different things for your encouragement, to challenge you, to help you break free from broken mindsets and all sorts of things. So I'm very, very excited about that. We're gonna head north a little bit here to the Crust Pizza. It's one of our favorite pizza places in town. See what sort of orders we can find up that way. We've already done 4 deliveries for about $47. We're looking for another 3 deliveries for $30 to cap off the rest of the evening here. We're gonna be streaming through to 8 o'clock, so a little bit more than an hour to go. See if we can find 3 good deliveries in that hour. We got DoorDash, UberEats, Grubhub, and Instacart are all running right now as we speak. Just waiting to see some orders popping through. Hopefully it'll be busy for the next hour and 15 minutes. It has been a pizza night so far. 1 Papa John's, 1 California Pizza Kitchen, 1 Rosati's Pizza. And then 1 order from Van Cuban Cafe. So, bunch of junky orders coming through on UberEats as we speak. We're going to try heading north another mile or 2, get near a different set of restaurants, and hope we can find something there that'll give us a good order for the rest of the way. Keeping us busy, at least trying to stay busy. For sure, trying to stay busy. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Saturday night to all of you. Whether you are out doing delivery or just vegging at home, love to hang out with you, answer any sort of question that you have about breaking free in your life, different areas that you want to work on, and $12 for 13-mile double on Uber. That's not worth our time. 21 for 9-mile double. I guess we can try that. change that. Nope, somebody else got that. That's okay. Could be a hidden tip on that, but we weren't close enough to that one to have a realistic shot at getting it. DoorDash is pretty slow at the moment. DoorDash has just been slow recently. So I think I'll probably make one little push here to try to get back to platinum on DoorDash. I just don't know how much I really care at this point other than to test it out for everybody else. $16 for 15-mile double, that's no good. It's almost 7 o'clock and the sun is still pretty high in the sky. $21 for 23 miles, that's an easy pass. $9 for 10 miles, easy pass. So Uber's sending us a ton of stuff, just nothing worth grabbing at the moment. And meanwhile, DoorDash, Grubhub, and Instacart not really sending anything. All the Instacarts that are sitting out there are either super huge shops of like 40 plus items, or they're orders that are like shopping orders for $10 or less. Definitely not worth it. So we're gonna go sit at our favorite pizza place. There's Papa John's. $7 for 7 miles. Definitely don't care about that. Papa John's way behind us anyway. Instacart just popped up $40 for 52 miles. No one's gonna drive your alcohol 52 miles. Stop it. And then 52 miles back. Bet you it's not even, yeah, it's just mostly base pay. Alright, well, we're closing in on the crust here. Go find a parking spot, see what we can do, hang out with you. So we had a really good hour and a half and then everything went silent. Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of everything going silent. Alright, so we're gonna park right here at the Crust Pizza. Can relax for the first time this evening. Recline. Move that, there we go. Recline, refresh all the apps. Make sure I'm not missing anything here on Instacart. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna shut down DoorDash and restart DoorDash. We're gonna sign off UberEats, close it, refresh it, reopen UberEats. I like to do this kind of every once in a while in the middle of a shift if it starts to slow down. Just kind of lets every app know, like, yep, I'm active, I'm ready to work. All right, we've got nothing coming through on anything. So we will see what we have here. We'll wait here for about 5 or 10 minutes. See if we get any awesome orders coming through, and if not, we'll just move on, find somewhere else to go. $6 for 8 miles from Uber. We're going to pass on that. All right, I guess we're going to take this. It's a little higher mileage than I like. But it's going to fill in pretty well for the next hour. It is taking us north, but it'll still be light. It's $24 for 9 miles. I think they're both picking up from the same place. Yeah, they're both picking up from the same place. I'd rather not go to the town to the north, but at least we're getting $2.50 a mile. Would rather be closer to 30 for this, but. And both pickups are from the same restaurant, so that makes it a little bit better. At least I don't have to pick up at 2 separate places. And it's from a barbecue place, so maybe someone will cancel an order and I'll get free food. Yeah, it's not bad. How's it going, Jaeger? So we had a really good start. We had 4 orders of $10 or more for 5 miles or less, 4 straight. And then after that 4th one, just kind of got nothing for a while. This is Uber too, so there can be a hidden tip on here as well. One and a half racks of baby back ribs, barbecue chicken dinner, St. Louis style ribs, fried okra corn nuggets. That's one person's order. The other person's order is 1 full rack of baby back ribs, another full rack of baby back ribs, and key lime pie. So they're both pretty expensive orders between the two, and both have ribs in it. So that means if either customer cancels, it's a win for me at this point. She can't get a rack of baby back ribs for less than 25 bucks. Not as a full meal, at least. So we are rocking, we are rolling here. This is gonna get us to 72. Where are we at? We're at 47, 24, 67, 71. It's going to bring us to 71 with a chance of a hidden tip. We also have at least two of our previous Uber Eats orders, but one of our previous Uber Eats orders, I think there's a chance it could be a hidden tip on that as well. And with me just sitting and hanging out as whatever I am on DoorDash doesn't send me anything good anymore. So, what am I, silver? Yeah, I'm silver. Thanks only to the fact that I wait for customers at restaurants. That's the reason I'm silver. So, I've tried to defend DoorDash for so long. They have the potential of being so good, but they just ultimately, they only want to reward drivers who take every order, and that's not a good business decision. All right, so we got to go just less than a half a mile to our north here and get turned around. Going to Rib City. Rib City. I think they're a pretty local chain. You gotta remember, we don't have like real Kansas City barbecue down here. We just kind of get the best we can get. A lot of times there ends up being a wait here too, especially with 2 orders. The odds of both of them being ready, I think, are pretty slim, but we shall see, I guess. We shall see. The sign says, "Love is in the air." Never mind, that's barbecue. I'm just going to park right in front of the restaurant. One, because it's in the shade, and because I don't have to walk that far. I'm going to stop the car for this one. I guess I'll bring you guys in. I don't know. I feel like we're going to wait here for a while. I already had to wait. All right, to wait for the Cuban restaurant. So, bring you guys in with me here today. Hopefully there's good signal and it won't get timed out. Hello, thank you.
What are we looking for?
Patty and Barry for Uber.
Okay, not Paulina, I guess.
Nope.
Okay, go look for Patty and Barry.
Alright, so we're waiting in the city here. Neither of the 2 orders were ready. The funny thing is, there's an order here from UberEats that's been sitting here for half an hour. Sorry, not my order.
Hey, boss, can I get a wet rice on the stuff on this?
Yeah.
No, there's just some stuff on this.
Has everyone been helped to pick? Oh, I gotta get a baked bean. I forgot a bean. Question. Can either one of you run my food, or can you drop this root beer off to the child in 23? Where's Tice? Oh, so we're back. 23? 23? Yes, it's for the little child in the middle. He'll raise his hand. Yeah, we paid for all those tickets back there. They're both back there.
But yeah, it was silverware. That's how.
I know we're all trying to smoke. What did you reach out? We're all going to
Open Road City.
Yeah, I pick up a order
Four?
Scott.
I'm
Wakey.
looking.
And then he's run 11.
I still need a Okay, the kitchen backed up a little bit, so it's gonna be a couple more minutes. Is that okay? Yes. You can sit inside or outside, or if you want, I can cash it out right now. Just a chicken and make that cut, right? And extra ribs. Hi, welcome to the city.
How you doing?
How many?
2, please.
Give me 1 second.
We'll take the old folks discount.
I'm gonna have to put you guys on a wait for about 15 or 20 minutes.
Not a problem.
Can I have a name?
Patrick?
Patrick?
Yes, ma'am.
You guys pulling inside or outside, wherever you like.
We never know.
And 2 people.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have the name one more time? Scott. Does he have this table open? No, she doesn't.
No.
Check Jesse's section while you're at it. Have a great night, okay? Okay, how we look?
17, 40. I think that's full scale. Yeah, it's full scale. Never mind. I don't know why I thought that.
16 and 17 is full?
Yeah.
So just 14's empty.
Yeah.
And what was the other number?
14.5 already is.
And anything over there? Even though they have like a few full tables inside.
Yeah, I know those are.
My daughter's cup. Oh, I think it's gonna spill in a minute.
Here, I could
There's a
take
hole
that.
on the bottom.
Okay.
What was it? So I can make you new ones?
It's lemonade.
Open Road City.
You want a name?
Wait, that.
No, if anything.
Wait, that.
No, if anything.
Hey, very good, or maybe just come back.
Okay.
Can you do me a favor real quick though?
Yeah.
You're on this 32. Go.
Yeah.
You're on this 32.
All right. Still waiting.
Oh my god.
Especially, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I put like medicine on it. It was just like it makes the scab like soggy and it doesn't hurt what I did.
That makes sense. We went for Patty and Ben.
Patty and
Very, yeah.
I'm sorry about the wait. You guys, do you need help taking this?
Oh, sorry, Bree. Must have bumped the button. We should be back now. Thank you for letting me know. So, if I don't know, I can't check to fix it. Appreciate you, Bree. I've been just probably talking to myself for the last 10 minutes. So, it's all good. We're back once again with sound this time. Never be afraid to let me know, because it's really easy to hit that mute button on the phone, especially when I'm carrying it, bringing it with me. So we're dropping off the second of 2 orders for our $24 for 9-mile delivery. Okay, you need to drive. You don't need to slow down if I'm pulling off to the side of the road to get around all these other cars. Thank you. We're good. All right, and I was saying tonight we're going to be doing onboarding in our free community, our Skool group. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's a gamified learning system. It's like Discord, but a lot cleaner, a lot more user-friendly, a lot more simplified, just focuses on the main thing. So if you haven't yet signed up for a free membership at Skool, I encourage you to hit that button at your convenience, that pinned comment, get it all signed up. My wife was even able to get signed up on it, and she's not super tech savvy, so I know y'all be able to figure it out. All right, just got to go zigzag and down one more road here. Ziovet, how's it going? I'm doing awesome here tonight. It is just about sunset. Either just set or it's just about to set. I can tell just by. I love it though. 7:40 at night, sunset time, and knowing we're going to get another 45 minutes of daylight over the next few months, it's going to be great. Not going to miss out on it. All right, so this is our 2 bags from Rib City, our local barbecue joint. Don't worry, it's not Kansas City barbecue. We're not threatening anyone here, but still got to have something. Something is better than nothing. This is the drop off. Alright, so if you're not doing things while I am dropping this off, this is the perfect opportunity for you to click on that Skool group. Yes, I'm still in Florida. So click on that Skool group, see if you can get signed up before I get back with this delivery. We'll be right back with you. All right. Yeah, we're in Florida here, so hopefully those of you who are further up north are going to start seeing even more benefits to your daylight here soon. Oh, nice. We had earlier we had a Van Cuban Cafe delivery. We took it for $12 for 3 miles. That final total came through at $23.33. Why was that so high? It's a $20 tip. That wasn't much more than like $40 worth of food. They did like a 50% tip on that. That's nice. Nice, I'll take it. Well, we are well over now. We're at like $85 in like 2 hours and 40 minutes. So that's pretty cool. We were only gunning for 75. Super excited about that. I would love to be hanging out with you guys tonight at 9 p.m. in our Skool community. So that's one of the big things we're talking about how I'm just slowly winding down food delivery as a primary income stream. Not saying I'll never do it again. It's just moving from it being my primary to more of a secondary, and still wanting to help people, teach people on it, but I also want to be helping and teaching people in a lot larger way, helping people move from stupidly broken to reasons why I've got this free Skool group launch. There is a paid group as well. I can tell you about that in the onboarding. But if you're just in the position where you want to see some life improvement and life freedom, and you're not in the position to pay for it, that's what this free Skool group is all about. And then maybe at some point you want to dive even deeper and you'll be in a better position to jump on a paid group. That's fine too. But I would just really love to have you all join me in the free group. Sooner the better. We just getting rolling with this group. Just been open for just over a week, and so we've got some friends, some faces and names that you recognize from the stream if you're kind of used to it. $7 for 4 miles from KFC. Don't really want that. So we're going to see if we can find one more good delivery here before 8 o'clock. I'm also pretty far north, so I'm going to just start heading south. $5 for 4 miles from DoorDash. Pass on that. So yeah, we've got $20 in pending tips on Uber. Ooh, that's gonna take me south, isn't it? Oh no, that's taking me north. I thought that was taking me south. Nope. It's 11 for 6. If I was staying out a little longer, I might have taken it. Or if it was taking me south, but that's taking me north. So yeah, we're at like $88 for less than 3 hours tonight. And that was with some massive delays. We had to wait twice. $12 for 19 miles. We're going to pass on that. It's mainly UberEats that's carrying the day for us here. So $8 for 11 miles. We're going to pass on that. $5 for 15 miles. We're going to pass on that. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Hope you're having an awesome Saturday night. It's about to get dark. Here for about 10 more minutes, maybe 15, depending on how much tree coverage is by us. $4 for 6 miles. We're not really near any good restaurants right now either, so that's why we're just getting thrown a lot of bad orders, because we're probably just the closest person to any of these bad orders. So we're gonna go from here. We're gonna take a left, try to shoot out to our main road. Catch another order in the next few minutes, I'll hang out with you. Otherwise, we're going to wrap our stream up here at around 8 o'clock. I'm going to work my way home, but I would love to hang out with you more, help you with getting free. So if you got any questions or any other things that you're trying to get free in life on, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Love to help you with that. That's a whole bunch of what we're going to be talking about in the free Skool group, but you don't have to wait for tonight to ask those sorts of questions. I'd love to take them on for you right now if there's anything I can help you with. Lots and lots of orders coming through, but nothing really interesting to me. So we're going to get out to our main road, see if we can get near restaurants and get anything better than what we're seeing right now, which is really a whole lot of nothing. That's basically what we're seeing right now. A whole lot of nothing. $13 for 26 miles. We are continuing our journey headed south back towards my town and in general back towards my home. We're at like $88 in 2 hours and 45 minutes, so we've already hit all of our goals for today. It was much better than the other night when we were out for 2 hours and made absolutely nothing. Looking and hoping that we can find one more decent order that'll take us home. I don't know if I'm actually planning on sitting anywhere at this point either. Sometimes I'll sit, but $19 for 29 miles. Pass on all these high mileage orders. Not good. $12 for 15 miles. It's only very recently that you could get things delivered for 3 miles. Most pizza places over the years have always kind of stuck within, 5-mile radius or something like that. I remember I lived in a small town, like a town of under 20,000 people, we'll say. I don't know the number. I think it might have been under 10,000. And the town was only, the main part of town was maybe 5 miles from east to west. But we lived on the other side of the railroad tracks, and there were restaurants that would not deliver more than halfway across town. It wasn't even just pizza places. That was like Jimmy John's. Like, they literally wouldn't travel 4 miles from their restaurant to take it across the railroad tracks. Probably because they didn't want their drivers getting stuck because of a train on the other side of the railroad tracks, but like that literally became the dividing line in town. Even though you were only 4 miles away from the restaurant, you couldn't get a delivery because railroad tracks. So this idea that people can get food delivered 15, 18, 20 miles away, I think it's kind of ridiculous. I think it's really not safe probably for a lot of this food. And honestly, I would never want to order from that far away. But if people do choose to order from that far away, we'll still do our best to get their food fresh to them. Just limitations on how quick we can get it there. right, so we're going past a bunch of good restaurants right now, so this is definitely a good opportunity to get a good order. But if we don't get anything in the next 5 minutes, we're going to wrap things up here for the night. If we get something good, I'll at least stay with you to the pickup, and then we'll kind of judge it from there. How's it going, Lawless? How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. We're rocking and rolling here. We got off to a good start. Had a little slow middle. Then ended with another good delivery, and then had some nice hidden tips come through. So we're rocking and rolling pretty well here. Just about 90 bucks. Just under 90 for just under 3 hours. So $30 an hour average for the main delivery time. Just gonna find one more order that could potentially put us over 100 for the day. It's not that one, $7 for 5 miles. That's not the one we want. You've been dodging tornadoes. Where was that? That was like Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, something like that I saw. Well, stay safe out there for sure. We've had to dodge our fair share of those with various hurricanes and stuff. So I totally feel you. Stay safe for sure. Those things are brutal, and you might know that you're in a zone, but they do come up really quick, and there's just not much you can do. For all the hate that hurricanes get, the one thing that's nice about a hurricane is you almost always know it's coming. Hey, there's Tornado Garden. Tornado was summoned. Are you out torturing people today, Tornado Garden? Yeah. PTSD mode. Yeah, $2 base pay for all of this stuff is atrocious. It's really bad. But these apps, all they care about is volume. They're just trying to do volume. So. Yeah, for sure. Right, and even in Florida, because I'm in Florida, so you have buildings are built up to code, but even if you know you have to evacuate, you almost always have, you almost have a week's warning a lot of times. For sure, 3 or 4 days warning that you can leave if you want to leave. And of course, a lot of people don't leave, and unless you're right on the coast or right on water, you don't have to be on the coast, but if you're like on a river or something that's going to overflow, then you kind of want to move. But that's the one thing. They do a lot of damage. Like a tornado, man, I remember just the times when tornado warnings would come up when I was like living in Wisconsin. And you might have minutes from when it was spotted to when it was headed to your area. I know the conditions were right, but you can't lock everybody down for a tornado for 10 hours. You just can't do it. So, yeah. Get that work done, tornado. Well, for everybody hanging out with us, if you haven't yet signed up for our free Skool group to help you grow in soul, heart, mind, strength, and wallet, that pinned comment, I'd love to see you there. I'm going to be live on there doing an onboarding via Zoom call, teaching you a little bit about the platform. So I'll be live on there at 9 p.m. in just about an hour. It is our new community. It's free, absolutely free. Yeah, well, that's how it works, Tornado. Like, it's crazy how fast they come up. It's just like, even though you might know that you're in an area that it's conducive, it's still, that area is so big relative to where the actual tornadoes will or maybe even won't form. And it's just like, you can kind of see maybe you get 20, but where are you going to go? Like, you can't drive north or south. You can't drive into it. You can't really drive away from it. You just kind of have to set up and hunker down. So, anyway, so if you haven't yet signed up for Skool, I'd love to have you over there as a bonus. My wife is signed up over there too. So she's already created some content in there and she's been posting in there. So I would love to have you. I think we're officially, I don't know, just changed to dark mode. So I don't know if we just had sunset or whatever. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to just start driving towards home. If we catch, I got time to take like one more good order. But if nothing, then that's fine too. We're at like $88. There's a $2 order for 6 miles. Somebody doesn't even want a tip. And here's the reason. Here's the other thing. People are like, well, whatever. I don't tip the Domino's delivery driver. Not that saying that they should, but you know, the problem is if you drive for Domino's, at least you know you're going to get an hourly base rate, even if there are no tips. So I'm pretty sure that if you had the right set of lawyers, you could get DoorDash and UberEats and what they're doing as somewhat illegal. Like, I think it should have to be the greater of base pay or hourly pay. I think that should be what it would be. It's like, we're going to offer you base pay or we're going to offer you hourly pay. Like, but if they're going to require you and they're going to punish you for waiting for customers for a long time, I don't know. I think there's probably some legal loopholes on what is going on. Yeah, so it's the pinned comment. It's also, if you come back later, it'll be the first link in the description. So it's a free community. I'd love to have you guys in there, just really helping you grow. There is a paid option as well. But it's not in it'll be a separate community. We're gonna have a separate paid community, but I know a lot of people are not in the position to do that right now, and that's perfectly fine. So I want to give you the opportunity to hang out in the free community. So yeah, but I do think, again, it would take lawyers and it would take a lot of money, so it's not worth it, because the very people using these apps are people who can't afford lawyers and a whole lot of money to litigate it. So that's why they can kind of skate just around the edge of what they do. But it's definitely unfair. I think you could probably even call it predatory business practices by DoorDash, by giving the best orders to people who accept orders that are clearly below a living wage and clearly below minimum wage. So they basically say, look, if you don't accept these orders that are below minimum wage, we're not going to give you orders that are above minimum wage. And they say, sure, you're free to earn, you're free to dash whenever you want, but you're not, because you can't just turn it on whenever you want anymore. So, but the bigger problem is like, even if they get litigated, it's going to be the lawyers that make all the money, not the dashers who have put in the hard work. All right, we're gonna take this. I got a $15 for 8 Mile Outback. I gotta just figure out how to get there. Unfortunately, we just passed it. And now I gotta figure out how to get back to it. They want me to go that way. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take a shortcut through here. So this is gonna be our last delivery for the night, assuming I don't get held up here, because I gotta be home by 9. Gonna be home by 9 for the onboarding for Skool. So hopefully this order is ready and I don't have to wait a while. That's the goal here. Yeah, Uber sued DoorDash for unfair business practices, which I'm not saying I side with Uber, but at least Uber has a little more of a leg to stand on, since anyone can hop on their platform at any time. So I'm not saying that Uber is like a great company, but they might have a few more scruples than DoorDash would. It's a messy world, and it's honestly, having been in it for a couple of years, it's great as a stepping stone, but you need to not, I would highly not encourage anyone to set up in the gig delivery world as your primary stream of income. And that's one of the reasons why I'm moving out. You know, I'm still going to do it as I need to patch in where I need to pay the bills. And that's what's nice about it. But I mean, my goal is scalable income, and that's what I'm going for. And I want to help people on a deeper level than what I can really do with food delivery. So, all right, we were able to take like a long back road way around here. This is the turn here. Even Siri didn't know where the turn was. Well, this is going to put us well over $100 in hopefully 3.5 hours if this 8-mile trip doesn't take us that long. So all right, is it a good order? No, it's just that's a fillet. That's a ribeye and a fillet. They can cancel this order too. I was hoping one of my barbecue orders was going to get canceled. They can cancel ribeye and a fillet. Here, I'll turn the camera around. You can watch me come in and out of Outback. All right, well, that was quick and easy. Oh, you guys killed it with the likes tonight. 17 likes. That's awesome. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you all. All right, so we got 8 miles to go. What it was when we accepted it, because we were right by the restaurant, but we had just passed the entrance. Now we still have 8 miles to go, but we're good. So, a great Saturday night delivery run. Well over $100. This is going to be, it says 17 minutes. So 105 in 3.5 is what we're on pace for here. And we do have some other pending tips, so it could turn out to be a little bit higher than that. So I'll stick with you guys, I guess, until we get to the drop-off. I'm going to consider y'all being the good luck charm here. Talking about tornadoes and suing DoorDash. The other part is the penalizing of drivers for waiting at restaurants where the delivery is not ready, and then penalizing drivers that way. That seems super sketch. Like, I don't understand how that would be legal. To say, well, that order is late, therefore, even though it was the driver waiting for the restaurant, we're going to punish the driver. I find that it's definitely highly unethical, and they know about it because multiple people have told them about it, and they just don't care. So I get it, a job is a job. I don't need to be like best friends with my boss or anything like that, but if you regularly discourage people who are trying to do the right thing and trying to wait for customers and provide good. It's a really bad business practice. And so I wouldn't say I'm looking forward when DoorDash gets bought out or files bankruptcy, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because they keep catering to the bottom of the barrel delivery drivers. And it's because they want employees without having to pay employees. And that is just, I think that's just a poor business practice. All right, we got about 6 miles to go. We're actually going to drive right past my house. So after the drop off, I'll be about 5 miles away from home. If I can catch something else that'll bring me home, after that we'll do it. But I'm going to just go, stay on the stream till we arrive at the customer's house, and that's where we are going to end it for the evening. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us here tonight. Dropping off our filet mignon, or filet mignon, for those of you who like to phonetically pronounce things, and a ribeye, 18-ounce ribeye, filet mignon. Should be there in about 10 minutes. So if you guys got anything else going on, we've got about 8 or 9 more minutes to talk about it, whatever you guys want to talk about. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking, because that's what you got to do when you're a streamer. You got to keep on talking, because if I stop talking, the stream gets really boring really quickly. So I don't want you to be bored. Let me know, what are your plans for this weekend? We're having early Easter dinner tomorrow. I know Easter's not for another month, but the in-laws are going to be headed home soon in a couple of weeks. So instead of putting it off to the very end when everybody's in a rush, we're going to just have it tomorrow. Don't worry, they ain't coming for me. Coming for somebody else. He's on a mission. I don't think he has someone pulled over. I think he came up fast too. He had to be going close to 70 in a 45. Like, he's catching everybody off guard. He's moving so fast. Like, he's like just going from not visible to like passing you. We'll see what's gonna happen here, because he's got to slow down. He's making a right turn. Well, I think he triggered the light to turn green for us up ahead, so that's kind of nice. Smells good. It smells like steak and potatoes. That's what I'm smelling. Yes. Yeah, so I've been... All right, so for 10 years, I was a salaried youth pastor, Brianna. So 10 years, I was a salaried youth pastor. And then for like 2 years, I was a volunteer youth pastor at a church plant. And then I was a salaried lead pastor after that. And now currently I am just a youth ministry volunteer at the moment. Youth ministry volunteer. So I've kind of played a variety of different roles in the youth ministry world. Yeah, so right now volunteer. So twice I've been like paid full-time ministry, and twice I've been, so once I had the title of pastor, but it was an unpaid volunteer position. A good resume builder, if you will, helping out a small church. And then currently as well, not even on a, don't have a staff position right now, just a volunteer within the youth ministry. So, got a fare. Whoa, car. Literally just came over, no blinker, and going like absolutely nothing. I have no idea what they're doing. Now I'm completely cut off because that car completely blocked me off. Yeah, I mean, if you can get into a large enough church, you can do... I don't know what this guy's doing. He's swerving all over the road. Got a drunk guy driving a van or something tonight? Not sure. But yeah, a lot of people in ministry either have a spouse that works, or they end up just getting a second job of some kind. So goodness, people are driving like idiots tonight. Woo! Keep your head on a swivel. Alright, we are almost there. I'm gonna have to wait at one stoplight here, but we're just under a mile away. So here's our red light. It's gonna be most likely our last drop off. Most likely our last drop off of the night. I might actually just turn the apps off because it's gonna be close to 8:30 and I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to get another one because I want to get home and eat some food. So yeah, I do think I'm gonna do that. I think we're gonna turn off everything else. We're gonna wrap up the stream here in like 1 or 2 minutes. We had one DoorDash tonight for $15.50. That was from Papa John's. Everything else has been on UberEats. 3 pizza deliveries, a Cuban delivery, 2 rib deliveries, and then an Outback Steakhouse. So that's what we are working with. The other thing, Bree, that I would say is a lot of churches have a really bad theology of money. And I don't mean the pastors. I mean the leadership and the people of a lot of churches do. So there's a lot of churches that kind of have this belief that the pastor should be one of the lowest paid people in the church, which actually goes completely opposite of what the Bible says. It says the best preaching and teaching pastor should be paid double. That's literally, they should receive a double portion. But a lot of churches tend to not believe that, and they just kind of have this philosophy, well, pastor should be poor, and part of that is so they can feel like they have control over what a pastor says and does. So pastors who are independently wealthy actually have a lot more of a powerful position than a lot of other pastors do, who have to kind of say and preach certain things to keep their congregation happy. So it's kind of an interesting little conundrum that a lot of pastors are in, because if they were to lose their job, be in really rough shape if they couldn't find another job right away. So you have lots of pastors who tend to hop out from whatever church they're in as soon as they see some tumultuous waves coming. I don't even know which one this is. We're gonna try. I think this is it. I think this is the right one. Alright. Just gonna throw that on really quick. Alright. I'll be right back. We'll wrap everything up. And we'll be done for the night. Bill James, how's it going? So we are done. That is our final delivery of the night. That puts us, I don't know exactly what, I think it puts us at like 103. We're waiting on some pending tips from Uber, so it's hard to know exactly, but definitely puts us over the $100 mark in 3 hours and 15 minutes basically. So a nice evening, nice solid evening, good Saturday evening deliveries. There's probably some more deliveries available out there, but I am headed to Skool, hopefully with you all. Skool is our brand new free community. So it is the pinned comment. So you can go over there, register. I'm going to be live on a Zoom call. So there's already a link to the Zoom call up there. Be live on a Zoom call for onboarding tonight at 9 p.m. in basically just a little bit more than a half an hour. Even if you can't make the Zoom call, I'd still love it if you'd sign up and come on over, hang out. We're working on areas of your life. You can pick and choose whatever areas of your life you want us to focus on. But we talk about the soul, the heart, the mind, the strength, and the wallet, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, and financial health. Those 5 areas, what we talk about a lot in the group, as well as just any other general discussion, stuff you guys want to talk about. So it is a small but growing group. We've been adding a couple people a week for the last few weeks. And I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you over there if it seems to be your thing. So click up. It only takes a couple minutes to sign up, and on the Zoom call tonight, I'll give you a little breakdown of how everything works. And so I am super excited about that. We're going to also be producing some content that is for Skool group members only. The group is free though. It is a free group, but we're still going to have some stuff that's exclusive to Skool members as well. So if you've ever wanted to be among the first group of people just starting out in a group like this, where you get to be the one with the inside jokes and the early access and all that, this is your opportunity. Then I'll also let you know about a paid group and how you actually can make money via the paid group. So I'm very excited about that as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be headed home for that. So if you haven't yet signed up for Skool, got that. We made over $100 in 3 hours and 15 minutes. A nice $30 an hour pace for the evening. So pretty happy with that. I don't really have that much else to say. So with that in mind, I'm going to take a little mental break, so I'm ready to go. I hope to see you all in the Skool group at 9 p.m. So we will see you then. Otherwise, have a great night.